and welcome to our video for the fourth movement of Beethoven Opus 59-1. Before we start, we're going to give you an A to tune. Thank you. So, as we embark on the final movement of this piece, it's a big stamina thing, I think. There's a lot of, after all that's gone through in the other movements, again, we come to this idea of the last movement actually needing a lot of brain organization and stamina and the different sections for what we're going to do, and also technical stuff, because there's a lot of quartet interlocking here that is quite tricky. So what we're going to do today is take things in chunks and bring you through different sections of this movement. And so let's start at the beginning. We're going to go until about 73 as a first section, and we'll just take it quite slow and manageable as a tempo so that we can play that beginning to 73. So
1, 2.
I put the wrong way in my part. The wrong one. Great. Okay. Could we start with one really tricky passage? Do you mind if we start at 32? And could the first violins play? Just 3 bars. And everybody else play along, because it's the middle beats, it's those off beats in. So it's 32 for 3 bars. So 1, 2. Feels super easy when we do that. Let's do that again. 1, 2. Great. Now, as printed. 1, 2. Yes, good. Now let's do it with a crescendo. So start quieter. 1, 2. And just for fun, can everybody play on the first beat? So just to really feel what that feels like, because I want to feel what in the first violin you have to really feel the first beats. But if everybody plays with us once, let's just play first beat. So beats 1 and 3. 1, 2. 1 and 2, of course. But yeah, one more time. 1, 2. Great. Now as printed. So 1, 2. Excellent. Yeah. See, it suddenly suddenly sounds more fun, and you really feel the interaction. My next thing would be to do the because that's going to become a theme as we go through. So I don't know if you want to go from 23, 24, 25. Is it in middle of 25?
25. Yeah, maybe right on 25.
On 25.
Is that okay?
Yeah. This kind of speed?
Yeah, same.
So again, we're going to go from 25 until this bit we just started, so 32. 1, 2. Yeah, good. Can we just hear the second violins and viola and then the first violins on your thing? So it starts, was it middle of 26? 3, 4, 5, 6.
26.
Middle of
the D.
Yes.
It starts on 27.
27?
Right on 27.
Okay.
So, 1, 2.
First violins. Good. Let's do that again.
Yeah, again.
Awkward.
1, 2.
Yes, that's.
Can we all separate?
Yes.
Yeah, separate. So, 1, 2.
Good. Should we do from 25? Put it into context. The same thing.
Yeah, but all separate.
Yeah, let's do it separate just to keep it going.
So, 1, 2. It is the bowing that kind of messes me up.
And also,
I
always feel it doesn't sound, the quality of the sound.
Yeah.
You know,
where are you going to in the happing? Are you going to the 5th note or 6th note?
Should be the 6th note, right?
6th note. Okay. Okay, it's good to clarify that.
It is good, isn't it? Yeah. It'd be good to. Okay, the same thing again, but as printed.
As printed.
25.
25. 1, 2.
Great. Good. And then the last thing, can we just do 35 separate bows for the first violin? So same thing, but just separate bows for everybody. So 1, 2.
Intonation pass, so we hold in the first violin.
You play long.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is from 35, and what kind of speed? Da 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 dee da 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 da. So basically, separate bows for everybody, but just longer. 1 and 2 and. Is all of the open strings, isn't it? That because you're using an A with your F, but there's also C string, so you're between those worlds.
I see.
And also, when you get to an F at the end, the F is the 7th degree of the scale, your G7. So where you place that is not necessarily the same place as you place it when you're playing F major. So you're sort of in the middle of all the worlds. So can we do that again? That's useful. 1 and 2 and. we should do the whole passage up from the beginning to where we stopped. Now a bit faster.
Tad faster.
Yeah, because we practiced the little bits and then next bit.
Up to about 73.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a little whirlwind today.
Okay. 1, 2.
Excellent. Good. First violins, I'm sure you're like me, which is that around 35 you're thinking of yourself, which is what I'm doing. I'm obviously thinking of myself, but of course I realize whilst I'm playing that I'm the least important part in that whole scale and this conversation. So just before we move on, could we just play it without our first violins from 35, just so that we can really hear, because it makes the stress of what we're doing much less if we just remember that it's not about us, that we're just there as support action.
Yeah.
Can we hear that from 35? 1, 2. Exactly. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba, and we're going all the time. Anyway, useful to remember as we come to when we do it for the second time. Great. Should we do our next passage?
Yes.
Which is, do we go up to the double bar? Is that useful?
That's a good
Little
place.
chunk. So it's from 73
Slightly under.
back to our practice tempo.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. So 1, 2, and. Great. Who wants to lead us through some?
Does it work to try? We split it in semi-quavers so that we feel just to feel that pulse, because I think the holding of and the syncopation is what kind of throws us off.
Could that line do that, and then the other line keeps?
Yes. Yeah. So you hear the pulse.
Yes.
Pulsation.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. So if you have the melody line, you play it
Yes.
Subdivision.
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 Great.
So.
1, 2. Sorry, I got a little. That was really hard. What I find interesting about that, and this is where this bowing ba 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 ends up being down, down, down. Like you end up not playing the phrase, and that way it's like playing it slurred because every note is da 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 da. Which I like, but it gives it some idea of phrasing.
In this movement, any short note has to have ring, isn't it? So like what I felt that when we are doing our offbeat accompaniment for 32, so like what kind of ring we have in a short space of time is really important, and that's same for. So that even semiquaver like has to have always have that. Yeah. Resonance.
Bum, 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 bum. Can we do a version a little faster? That we haven't tackled the crazy bars yet, but let's still think about the quality and the sound. A little faster so we can get that sound. Bum, 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 and phrasing. Think about your phrasing this time. Try not to make it about rhythm. Try and make it about phrasing, and we'll make the rhythm.
As in this subdivision?
No, maybe as it is.
As it is.
So what's a bit of a speed bump would be down. Yeah. 1, 2. Much better, doesn't it? Now, should we tackle these crazy bars in the middle, just so that we know exactly what's happening? I wonder whether in the first and second bars we should just listen to the viola and cello once. Could you play? Do you think 85 is a good place?
85.
So violas and cellos,
as is.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2.
Pop song.
I always find in this overall in this moment that the biggest problem is everyone thinks they're ahead, so tends to try and wait to hear something they want. So the cello and viola, we're always waiting to hear the yum bum bum bum. So we're kind of trying to hold on, and they're always trying to hear us do ba ba and bounce off us. So I have written in my part "go" with an exclamation mark. So I think once you feel that pulse, find your team member, and then as we practice this phrasing and this, hopefully the gravity all the way to the C major scale is what we're trying to aim, and we have to try and think of the big picture and arrive there. Yeah. And then even though there's a big crescendo, and it's sort of into forte, I also think we need to be more compact with the bow, so that you get the quality of sound, as Tamaki was saying, the ring of the sound, so you get the quality of the sound, but the bow is still being quite concise, and so it has the ability to move and be quite articulate, rather than just being too big, because that makes it heavy and slows it down.
It actually means it's much harder for ensembles.
Yeah, exactly.
So how could we do, now we've heard it, could we do a quite slow version? So we're really hearing, I find sometimes if I know exactly what it's supposed to sound like, the lining up of it really helps me. Was it still worth going from 85, but like, dun, 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 so in quavers. So 3, 4. Good, just the 2 bars that are hard, where Tamaki started before. 87.
So 87.
That's okay. 87, just the 2 bars that speed. 3, 4. Good. And now, can we feel dum bum 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 bum? So we really give the pulsation that because really we need to be. The violins need to be so sure about those beats, and this da ba, but serves.
Yeah, I think the hierarchy definitely should be anything that's on the beat or thematic should take the present, and then all the offbeat stuff is just this sort of excitement and the party stuff that needs to just kind of fit with and go with.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah.
On it. Same place?
87.
Yeah. 3, 4. Great. A little faster?
Faster, yeah.
So 1 and 2 and. Good. Again. 1 and 2 and. Faster. 1, 2. Good. And 2 bars before. So we want collective pulse, don't we? 1. So this is 85. 1 and 2 and.
Can we do that rhythm in hand?
Oh,
From
clapping.
85 and
Yes.
4 bars.
It should sound da da
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
85. Get your roll up your sleeves. 1, 2. I like the first one. I'm clapping a bit too loud.
Yeah. Very enthusiastic.
I know, because it was like, and then.
Okay, try again. Good hands. Okay, 1 and 2 and.
Yeah.
Better. One more time. 1, 2.
That was
Okay,
good.
that's good. Except the first
The
bar.
first bar is
yeah,
not
yeah,
perfect.
It's not
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Now, I'm trying to think. Could we, first violin and cello, play, and actually, we're gonna do this like this. First, we're gonna clap, and you at home are going to play.
Oh,
You don't need to hear us play.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna play.
Yeah.
We're gonna clap. So we're gonna give you that really the strong feeling of rhythm, and you're gonna play along with us. So we'll do it twice. Same place. 85. 1 and 2 and. Good. One more time. Great. 1 and 2 and. Oh, I added an extra beat there. But yes, good. So that's the goal. I know.
It's like flamenco.
Wow. That's my castanets.
Oh, we'll tell you the story of the castanets. Good. Okay, so now, everybody, can we play from 81? That speed. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, we are kind of a gentle speed, but 81. 1 and 2 and. Excellent. Good. I mean, it always feels better. Now, we are going to come back to this a bit later, so I think we should move on to our next section now and build up the next one.
Great.
So, shall I play? Excuse me. Sorry. Shall I play from 98, which is the trill? 2 bars before the double bar. And let's keep to this slightly gentle, friendly speed.
And where will we go up to?
I think we're going up to about 141.
141.
This sort of where that section
Oh,
was
yeah,
done comes back.
Comes back, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a long build up
Yeah, great.
before that.
So, with the trill, 1, 2. ahead with doing some more semi-quaver things, dividing that up a little bit. Do you think that's useful to just do some semi-quavers? So where should we start? From there, 97, 8, 9, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 106. So can you just play if you have the semi-quavers and follow along, even with your left hand if you're not for a while?
Should we do it separate as well?
Great idea.
Some of these pairs are hard to dig out. So if we play separate bows.
Yeah, separate bows. Okay, so just semi-quavers and
106.
Is it 106?
Or where are you?
Yes,
yeah,
106.
106.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, 1 and 2 and. It's like, for me, always it's like a tunnel, and like you get so like sort of fixated on like knowing it, and you sort of, and it sort of like closes in on you as you're getting towards that, and then it starts to move forward. So I think the hardest thing for us in this passage is to be calm, and also the thing to focus on is the changes of harmony, and to make sure you show and lead that, and sort of know who's playing what, the themes when, and coming in and being part of it, because it can be feel very separated in this bit.
Yeah.
So I think what's really nice about this exercise, playing it separate, is just feeling that nice and slowly, and then feeling you're gathering up people as you go along, rather than.
I mean, we haven't talked yet about this feeling, because obviously when we're playing it slowly and friendly speed, we end up subdividing, playing it da 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 or da 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 da. And the more, as we go on, the more we can feel dum ba bum ba bum ba ba da 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 dum ba bum. You know, really, we want to be getting to 1 or 2 bars, feeling, and that's sort of for me the psychological step. I start with things in very small units, and as I'm getting more comfortable, I try and broaden that unit to be in a crotchet or a whole bar in my head, so I'm not subdividing so much. I wonder whether, just as it's useful to do the thematic material, maybe in a slightly smaller chunk, but could we go from 106 with the da yum ba ba bum, just this stuff, so that we really know what the theme. So you know, this is the this is our little unit of theme.
So same thing.
So 106, but just the theme. We might
material.
do it in smaller chunks, but just so 106 is first violins. 1, 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's me, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
1, 2. And then we're into things. It's good. Yeah. But you see what I mean? That's actually the thing we want to hear. I know it's only a little bit, but it is important. Okay, could we go now? Let's put it back together, shall we?
Yeah.
From the double bar? 2 bars before the double bar. Let's have a little bit of trill. 2. 131, just the thematic, without the cello, basically.
131.
So 131, because this is one of those amazing quartet moments where you are, like, especially the second violin is two either like the question and the answer at the same time. You know, you do one roll and then you swap 2 rolls is what I mean. I think that's the bit that makes chamber music fun, but it also makes it really hard to play. So can we do 131?
Yeah.
And just the three top without the cello. 1, 2. Both the second violin and the first violin, but your 2 halves of the phrase said dum ba da 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 da, and then so it's a 4-bar phrase. We need to feel that. Then we do the new harmony, the same thing. It can't feel dum ba 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 dum ba da 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 da. It has to feel that we have 2 different colors. Imagine in an opera you'd be 2 different voices, and in the orchestra you're sometimes this voice, and then you're the female voice, and then you're the male voice, and then you're the female voice and the male voice, and you've got to change the color of what comes out. One more time.
Like kind of sentence swap, isn't it?
Yes.
But like just
Swap
back
the
to
other way
front. Yeah.
We try that same thing, just same people, one more time, and then we'll move on to our next section. 1 a little bit of that, so that you just feel that you're, you know, you're inhabiting different roles, and within that there's also, as the viola goes low, I mean there's so many things about this. But now, should we go from here and go on? It feels like our next section should go from, it's good to have a bit of a run in. It feels from 131, and goes a long way. Well, we start to cover things that we've done before, which is a nice feeling, to our little recap.
Should we do 141, that section a bit under?
Well, let's go from where we started, shall we? 131 and a little under, and get ourselves up to 170.
Oh, yeah, 179.
Nine?
Yeah.
A recap? Does that work?
Yeah.
7, 8,
Yeah.
9. Yep.
Let's do that passage.
Okay.
So 1, 2. Okay, so let's first, we have to divide it a little bit, don't we? I think we have to divide the first and second violins from 147. This is where I feel that this becomes slightly, for me, more pedally rather than rhythmic-y. I don't know if that, just because they're...
Yeah, the same for us in the
Same.
quartet, 121.
Becomes a little bit more like emotional or something.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Do you guys have that one at 141? Why don't we play 141, just that rhythm? So start with the viola and cello, and then move on to the first violin and second violin. So.
1, 2.
Things to work on. Always. But this idea, this is one of these passages that I think has to be in 2 bars. Da 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 da. I feel I can't do it without that. Is it worth, as we're practicing, having the other people play?
I think we should do that again,
Yeah, with that in.
Yeah.
And that will help but try and get the feel of your da 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 da.
The expensiveness a little bit.
But with a bit better rhythm.
Yeah.
Ourselves too. 1, 2. That's good.
A tip as well, when we have the theme and we're doing this exercise with using the repeated semiquavers to help you with the shape is really interesting.
Because nobody wants to hear da da da.
Yeah. So when you have the repeated you can really use those to grow and then that will give you the shape with the discipline of the rhythm.
Should we do one more version of that? I think it's really useful to do. Same thing. We'll try and do that.
Can you try? Sorry.
Oh, is it 155?
Sure. Okay.
Maybe is it okay? Sorry, just a bit of organization. So more phrasing. 1, 2. Should we try and crank it up 1 notch and go back to printed? Is that worth it?
Yep. Yeah.
It's a tricky bit.
It really helps to shape those 2-bar phrases that way.
Then stop sounding like an exercise, and also it helps. In the first violin, always be, we're in thirds, but you don't want to sort of just hit it. You want to be really listening to so that you're making a beautiful sound, but you're not like just being powerful. That's the shape, or else you just sort of tank out something really high.
Okay.
So 1, 2. Try 2 things. This is like a rhythmic exercise. In fact, if we do Tamaki's exercise, just because it was fun, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we just play 1, 6, 5 for 2 bars and clap? When I say play, I mean clap. Because this should be da 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 da. But just find your place. So 1, 6, 5. 1, 2. Good. Again. 1, 2. Good. Skip 2 bars. Next 2 bars. 1, 2. Good. Skip 2 bars. 1, 2. Yes. So it swaps around, which makes it really hard. So I was thinking we should try both a rhythmic version and a less rhythmic version, because I find this it's very easy to be kind of accented. But at the same time, there are two different elements. There's the and
the offbeats.
and if everything's, it can be a bit stressful. So it's finding that. Can we do the same bits of music we clapped? So not the bits in the middle.
Not the bits in the
So
middle.
just
Two bars,
just
two
the
bars.
2 bars, stop for 2 bars, 2 bars, stop
Okay.
for 2 bars, then play 4 bars. So a bit of energy. Let's try quite energized. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Great. Now, can we do a version where the people on the beat go da ba 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 ba? Give it a little bit more accent. Yeah, ba 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 ba, and the person off doesn't.
Yeah.
1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2. I mean, I don't in any way think it should be like that, but it's useful to come together.
Yeah.
What could be another thing that we could put in to?
Shall we do the harmonical pasta? To really kind of
Hear the
harmony. So
Play it
maybe so maybe we can do.
As quavers.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then the person playing the ba 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 just plays a pedal.
Yeah.
Do you want to play the next bits as well, or
Yeah. So
Yeah.
2 bars and then 2 verse.
2 bars, 2 bars rest?
Yeah, 2 verse and skip
Okay.
to the next.
So in quavers, 1 and 2 and. 1, 2. And 2.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
a transitional moment.
I mean, it's just a little bridge, isn't it? But it's fun. I like that bit. Excellent. I think we need to keep moving.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we've got a lot to cover, but we've covered a lot of this before, but in different keys. So let's do a sort of 179 and see if we can get ourselves. I mean, most of this is familiar, so I think we can get ourselves up to the chords, the pauses. So just the same information, different key makes it hard, but we'll just try and remember all of those things.
So
179. 1, 2. hold on until I finish.
Hold on to the
2 pauses in the first violin part. Good. I mean, all of that information is the same as what we did before, just in a different key, isn't it? And then just that surprise. The 2 things to look out for. One is 200, 201. Obviously, really tricky, but that we do it in the minor this time. So that's an extra that he adds. And the other thing is that amazing C major at 216. And we want to sort of really build into that. Whereas the first time around, at that point, we just came away. So it's just remembering that. I think we need to move on to the end. Nice to feel like we get to the end.
Absolutely.
So we'll go on from where we got to. The second violin in the second half of 266.
Count it, maybe? So 1, 2, 1.
Well done. Well survived. Do keep up with that disciplined work. It will all pay off in the end. Thanks so much. Bye.